Hey, how you doing, guys? We're here to talk about cinematic aspect ratio, the kind that you see in the movie theaters with the black bars above and below, like right now, boom, up and down. And we're going to talk about that as well, the different methods you can use, shooting, filming, cinematic aspect ratio, and even in your video editor of choice. Now, this one I'm talking most commonly, the Cinemascope or 2.35 to 1 ratio, and we're going to see that right now. This first method you can use using your video editor of choice, using plugins or effects, in this case Letterbox in Final Cut Pro 10, and then we're going to apply it to the video clip. It gives you a couple of options such as your aspect ratio, in this case 2.35 to 1 I'm going to be using, and also an offset so you can center your subject in the letterbox. Now if you are shooting in cinematic widescreen, you might think about changing your project or modifying it to actually do your project in Cinemascope. So you simply go to Custom and then Custom Resolution, and we're going to choose 1920 by 817 to give us that widescreen look, and then simply go ahead and accept it. Now it may shrink your video, so we're going to have to go into your inspector for the project, and we're going to highlight all the video clips, and within the inspector we're going to choose I'm a little bit slow here. In my spatial, we're going to go ahead and select from fit to fill, and then it will simply fill up your screen. If you are thinking about filming within Cinemascope in the first place, many cameras do have the option where you can change the markers. That way you know your subject is centered. And in this case, we use a Canon C100, simply selecting the aspect ratio 2.35 to 1. And then we're going to go ahead and enable that, and you'll see the top and bottom markers. That ensures that your subject is always centered in the picture. Another thing you also may worry about when you're exporting out is to change your settings to render out in the letterbox widescreen format. And so we're actually also going to go to custom, and this is within Apple's compressor. Choose 1920 horizontal, and then of course for vertical we're going to choose 8:17 as well. And then when it renders out, you should have it in widescreen letterbox Cinemascope format. Now here we're comparing both 1080p and also the letterbox version Cinemascope. Now unfortunately my screencasting software crashes when I try to go full screen, so I'm just gonna explain it best I can. This is a regular 1080p video that I rendered out, which is 1920 by 1080. This is the actual widescreen format, and this is at 1920 by 817. And which is nice, if I go full screen on this on my ultra wide monitor, it will actually fill up the entire screen, unlike the 1080p, which I'll see black bars on both sides. So that's a very nice, interesting aspect of using Cinemascope on a ultra wide monitor. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please subscribe to us and thumbs up as well, and thank you.